All right, so let's check on these steaks now. We're multitasking right now, you know, so I should have had my original salt so I can hit you with a little Salt Bae, but I'm gonna just hit you with these seasonings right now. What's going on YouTube? Know it's been a while. Welcome back to the channel. You know, I'm gonna be doing a lot of different recipes and cooking vlogs. I am kind of good in the kitchen. So one of the things I'm gonna be doing today is my steaks. You know, I've done it before, but I wanted to get more detail on the ingredients. I'm gonna add a few more things as well. So I want you guys to see how I make my delicious flame broiled steaks. And I'm gonna be doing some chicken wings as well. I think I'm gonna marinate them in a special way and put some of those wings in the oven too. So it's gonna be a really good flavor on those as well. And I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. We're gonna go ahead and get the steaks going first. So as you can see, my favorite cut is gonna be the New York strips. I love the New York strips. You know, ribeyes are good too. It has a good marble look on them. But the only thing that I don't like about the ribeyes is it's kind of hit or miss. You don't know until you cook them if it's gonna be a bunch of fat that's in between it. With the New York strips, you pretty much guaranteed to know that you're gonna be getting fat on the outside lining, but it's gonna be tender in terms of the meat all the way through and through. All right, here are the main ingredients that I use. I got some special seasonings too that so this is gonna be good enough for you guys. You gotta have the Montreal steak, the Worcestershire sauce, the olive oil, and the soy sauce. So as you can see, and depending on how many steaks that you're gonna be doing, I like to do 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 6 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and this is the Montreal steak. So we're gonna put all of that inside of a bowl, but I'm gonna go ahead and wash off the steaks. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so once you have your steaks washed, go ahead and pour all the ingredients inside of a bowl that's big enough to fit them all to where you can flip them and turn them. It's my soy sauce and the Worcestershire sauce. So you want to whip that up real good. It already has an aroma before even being cooked. The seasoning is everything. So now that I put the steaks in there, I'm just gonna flip around. Make sure they get a bunch of seasoning on all the sides. We went to Capitol Grill a couple of days ago. It was, the steaks were really, really good. Had the ribeye and the New York strip there. It's just something about that flame broil at home. Can't really replicate. And once you flip them several times and made sure that the seasoning went through and through, you want to put a top on it. I like to leave it out but covered so it can get room temperature. The more warmer it is, the more easy it is for the seasonings to penetrate through it. So let me go ahead and get my top. And I got one of the tops that you can actually open that up right there, so you can let a little oxygen go in there. So now that that's out the way, I'll go ahead and start seasoning the chicken wings. I decided to go ahead and do the wings in the oven. And there's a certain recipe that I have, so let me go ahead and get that whipped up real quick. All right, y'all, so I was planning on putting the steaks on the pit, but the weather got real bad. It's about to start raining. So what I did was went to the store and actually went and bought one of these smokeless indoor grills. It's gonna be the first time I actually used it, but I hear a lot of good things about it. So I mean, one of the things you have to do is add 2 cups of water in the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. What I'm gonna do, since I can't do the wings outside, I'm gonna go ahead and do the, it's kind of like a teriyaki type of taste flavor on the wings. So let me go show you guys the ingredients. So these are the wings that I'm about to wash up. And these are the ingredients right here. So for this amount, I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is 1 cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of mustard. You're not gonna taste the mustard at all. So you mix it up after you wash your wings, put it all together, let it marinate for about an hour. Let me show you guys what it looks like when you mix it all up. All right, so you wanna add the brown sugar, soy sauce, and the mustard. Once you have it in there, now you wanna mix it all together. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Whenever y'all try to, make sure that you comment below. Let me know how it came out for you with this flavor right here. It's really, really good. And if you want to add your onion powder, garlic powder, all those different things, it's not going to hurt either. But I'm keeping it nice and simple today. It's already been a long day. I had to stop in the middle of the day and go to the store to get this smokeless grill for you guys, just to make sure that I get these steaks for y'all, you know. My mind was set to getting it done, so whatever it took. So I hope y'all enjoy that too. The recipe for the steaks too. So maybe I'm gonna convince y'all to get the indoor grill. All right, so I hope you guys had a wonderful day. You know, every day is on this side of the earth is a good day. So I'm a firm believer that, especially lately, like really, I've been really appreciating life, enjoying life. You know, a lot of good things are happening right now. Personal life, business life, you know. So I'm really, really thankful, grateful, blessed, extremely blessed. You know, and it's important. Don't ever let anybody stop you from your goals, your dreams, your shine, whatever it is. You know, because at the end of the day, we all have things that we're going through. So the only thing we can control is how we respond to those things. That's the only thing we can control. You can't control what people do to you, what people say, and how they act. So stay positive, you know, keep God first, and don't let the haters stop you. When the haters feel like they won, then that's the only way you can lose, if you let the haters win. But as long as you keep doing what you're doing, keep your family first, going for your goals, your dreams, as long as you're being the best version of yourself, that's the only thing that matters. Strive every day to become better than you were the day before. And some days are gonna be harder than others. Life happens to everybody. Me being a business owner, I receive good news and bad news every day. So one of the most important things in business is to be able to keep a level head no matter what the situation and circumstance is. If it's not life-threatening, at the end of the day, it's not really that serious. It's really not. You know, when you really think about it, you know, sometimes you get emotional, like, dang, why did this happen? Why did that happen? But if it's not life-changing, then don't let it sweat you. Don't let it bother you, because you're gonna look back at that moment of time and realize it really wasn't that important. You know, bigger things are gonna happen that really is important. So the most important thing is cherish people, do right by people, and just stay positive. You know. So that being said, they're gonna be nice and marinated. We're gonna let that sit for about 35, 40 minutes or so. The longer you let them sit, the better. Like if I really wasn't pressed for time, because now shoot, it's 5:30, so you know. So since I'm kind of pressed for time, if I wasn't pressed for time, really, realistically, you want these to sit for about 2 hours. So if you have the time, you have everything the first go around, You let it sit for 2 hours, and it's gonna be so good. Whenever you cook them, they're gonna be falling off the bone, you know. So, but 40 minutes, it's gonna do what it needs to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands, and I may even do one more thing for you guys. So I wasn't gonna do it, but this go around, since it's been a while, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my world famous broccoli cheese casserole too. So make sure you hook it up. So let me go ahead and get everything out for that. That's gonna take a little while to prep too. So let me go ahead and get that going. All right, so if you look at these steaks, when you season it the right way, it almost look like they've been marinating. They already looking good, guys. The flavor is all the way through there. So let's see what we have here. Put it to the test. One of my mentors say, best by test. So now the test is here. Let's see what we have. Oh, it smells good, guys. It's really good. Yeah, that's more rum than I thought. Put some in like that. So since it's my first time using it, I'm gonna check on it more frequent than what I would normally do on the pit. So I'm gonna let it sizzle on one side for about 2 minutes. Then I'm gonna flip it and I'm gonna see what it's looking like to make sure those juices are locking in and having that good marble flavor. But it's smelling very, very good right now. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be a winner. So we'll see. All right, y'all. This is my secret right here too. You gotta do a little smackety smack, flip it, rub it down. Y'all remember the episode on Martin with the turkey? Yeah, it's already. Oh yeah. The flavors are already locking in. They already locking in, man. So a good chef always have all the tools that's needed. So I bought a lot of different things for you guys, so presentation can be on point. So here are the things that's gonna go in this world-class broccoli cheese casserole, right? Gotta have the Velveeta cheese. Very, very important. You wanna use some of that whole milk. You know, normally I try to stay away from milk, but you try to go with any type of other milk other than the whole milk. When it comes to this, it's not gonna come out right. I haven't tried it. The almond milk, the oat milk, and all those different things. So you gotta go with the whole milk in this one. Gotta have some sharp cheddar. You know, sharp cheddar, very important. You wanna have 2 cans of cream of mushroom. You wanna have 2 of these, 2 of the broccoli. And you wanna have the long grain rice. Definitely you wanna cook this in a rice pot. You don't wanna go instant rice in this one right here, because the taste is gonna be like, it's gonna be like night and day. So go ahead and take the time and learn how to cook rice the right way. So in the rice pot. All right. What we're gonna do with these ingredients, we're gonna mix the cream of mushroom, the Velveeta, the cheese. We're gonna put it all in a pot with some milk. We're gonna stir it up, you know, bring it to a boil and everything. Then let it simmer. On the broccoli, this is the only one, you know, if you wanna just steam them in the microwave just to give it a little steam towards the end and mix it all together, then that's completely fine. That's the only one that I'll give you a pass on the microwave, right? And whenever it's all said and done, we're gonna put it in there for about, on 350 for about 10 minutes. And then when it's getting ready to get done, we're gonna add another layer of cheese. So it's gonna really give it that cheese melty, you know. All right, so let's check on these steaks now. We're multitasking right now, you know, so I should have had my original salt so I can hit you with a little Salt Bae, but I'm gonna just hit you with these seasonings right now. So I'm gonna pour a little bit on it before I flip them, but you can already see right now they already are looking good and the seasoning is coming up. So you don't want the seasoning to go away. But you're only gonna do this before it's cooked, because once it's cooked, obviously you don't want to be putting the sauces on there afterwards. Yeah, it's looking good, smelling good. So I'm really surprised right now on how these steaks are looking. Like this is gonna be one of my little go-to gadgets, you know? Like, I'm really liking the way the flavors are staying in place. You can see the seasoning on there, that minced garlic and everything. So it's hard for me not to even get through it right now. Looking real good. I'm gonna pour a little bit up more seasoning on it, because the next time we flip it, we'll probably be done with it, to be honest with you. So let's not let all that seasoning go to waste. You just pour it all. Can't go wrong. Oh, I wish I could smell this. The aroma is just sweet and savory smell. So let's go ahead and close that. And another thing I like is how quiet it is, this device. It's very quiet. So just with that, without all the smoke and everything, because when I'm on that pit too, like that smoke, it gets serious. It gets in your eyes be red, nose, coughing, sneezing, and all of that. So I am loving just the benefit of it, because it's supposed to be very comparable to an outdoor grill. So, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna give y'all honest feedback whenever it's done. All right, to let you know, should I just be sticking with the grill or the outdoor grill versus the indoor grill. So we're still mixing everything up. So guess we're gonna go ahead and get to that broccoli cheese casserole. So let's go ahead and start mixing some of that so y'all can see how that's gonna happen. All right. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this rice in the rice cooker. If you guys know how to cook rice, just follow the instructions that's given. So just put the rice in here. So one of the things you can do, just as a little cooking cheat trick or whatever, cheat code hack, as y'all call it, go ahead and put some water in there. So what you want to do is put water in there, and you want to, wash your hands. I'm watching y'all. Put your finger in there, and as long as it hit that little line, that's usually enough water. You want it to cover the water, the rice at least half an inch above it. So when it cooks, it gives it enough room to cook down and rise up. Get you one of these rice cookers. Set it in there. So once you have that in there, all you want to do is flip this button down, and it's going to cook. And once it pops, that means that it's done. When it goes to warm, it's done. So it's really not that difficult like people think. It's actually better, because once you do it the same way every time, you're going to be consistent in your recipes and consistent with whatever you're cooking. All right. So let's go ahead and check on these steaks again. Go ahead and get through these old tongs and let's see what we got going on here. Oh man, it's smelling good. Smelling good. Yeah, so they're pretty much done now. So we cooked these for about, all together, probably maybe like 10 minutes. It wasn't long at all. So that's pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do is grab my cooling rack and allow for the steaks to rest. That's very important. If you cut into a steak when it's hot, all the juice is gonna just run out of it. So if you guys want to be cooks, make sure y'all get y'all a cooling rack, all right? And let the food rest. So let me go ahead and grab it. So here's the cooling rack. So let me go ahead and grab these. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these are good. I can look at them and tell. I don't think they're gonna disappoint at all. Not at all. Oh yeah. So, this is impressive. Presentation, it's looking good, smelling good. I'm really impressed with the indoor grill. All right, so now that we're gonna let that rest for 5 minutes, go ahead and start cutting everything, getting everything going with that. So now, time to cut the Velveeta. So you guys, so the reason I'm cutting it, because obviously it's gonna melt anyway, is when you cut it, it just melts faster. So go ahead and either you're gonna save time one way or another, or lose time if you don't. So it's much quicker to go ahead and cut it in thin slices than to try to cook it down. There's no wrong way to do it. You ain't gonna be pretty with this. Y'all can tell I grew up watching a cooking channel in my spare time. Now it's one of my favorite things to do. I do find it relaxing when I do find the time to do it. So you gotta find what's therapeutic to you. So that's cut up. Go ahead and put that in the pot. Put the cream of mushroom in there. We don't believe in wasting ingredients around here, so we get all of it. You know, we grew up, you waste a little bit like this, and that can be your head. So, you know, still carry those same traditions with me today. All right, guys. So with the milk, you just want to pour about that much right there, just enough to give it that creaminess. Now, one thing about it, once you start cooking it, you can add more if you need to, if needed. All right. But you don't want to add too much at the beginning. You want to go ahead and cook it on a medium heat and just kind of stir occasionally, keep an eye on it. So I'm gonna put my other little trusty holder and just give it a little whirl right here, a little spin. All right, now go ahead and put that down. And we're gonna let that cook down. And now go ahead and cut into one of these steaks so we can kind of see what it's looking like. It's been enough time. All right, y'all. So let's see what we have here. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. Looking good. Oh, the flavors are definitely locked in. So let's give it that first taste right here. Amazing. Amazing. Very comparable to the outdoor. Now, I'm gonna still be honest, I still prefer that smoke in that flame, but this is not bad. This is not a bad substitute at all. Especially if the weather is bad or anything like that. No matter if it's cold or hot outside, you're able to go into this and cook it and get this type of flavor in so fast too, so you don't need to lose time. I gotta get another piece. This is good. Oh wow, this is good. Wow, I'm gonna forget about my other stuff right here. Oh my goodness. That was good. So, not missing the beat. You want to continue to stir. Make sure it doesn't stick. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking exactly how it's supposed to be looking right now. Yeah, so just make sure that you stir from the bottom. Don't be scared to put a little mushroom in there. You don't want it to stick. Okay. Come together. Alright, so with that, put these in there in the microwave for 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and stir this a little bit more. Won't be long now, guys. And that's the good thing about this. You know, the rice cooker is doing what it needs to do by itself. You don't have to babysit it. So, just really getting this to the right smoothness, texture-wise. You want to add a little pizzazz, you know, to give it a little extra flavor. You know, hit a little sprinkle of some Tony in there. You know, you ain't gotta go over the top. You know, just enough to give it a little different flavor, that's all. You can't go wrong with the Creole, all right? So now that it's at that creaminess texture that we were looking for, we're gonna go ahead and turn it on low as we wait for the broccoli to finish steaming, the rice. And then we're gonna mix it all in a bowl. We're gonna lay it in the pan. Then we're gonna bake it, all right? All right, guys, So they've been marinating for about an hour now. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in there. Hopefully we can all fit them in one thing here. We have to pull out another pan just because we want it to cook evenly. You know, we want it to be at the bottom, layered up. So a few more we can put over here. All right, so that's pretty good right there. So y'all can kind of cook the same. And then the same as we did with the steaks, you don't want this juice to go to waste. So you want to definitely pour that caramel coating that it makes with the brown sugar. That's one of my favorite songs, D'Angelo, brown sugar. Don't be stingy with the seasoning now. Don't be stingy with the brown sugar. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good, really good. I am. All right, so we're gonna put this in the oven we're gonna do it 400 degrees. We're gonna check on it after 40 minutes just to see, because kind of depend on the thickness and the size of the wings determine how fast they're gonna cook. So let me go ahead and get the oven preheated. And just to add a little bonus, we're gonna do some of this boudin. We're gonna put it in the air fryer. If you guys haven't used an air fryer, you're really slipping. Some air fryers are the truth. So we're gonna cook the boudin since it's already defrosted. We're gonna put it on 350, and we're gonna start at 5 minutes and see how that goes. That should be good enough to where it's gonna cook internally and still give it the crunchiness on the outside, just enough crunch, but yet still moist on the inside, all right? All right, the oven is still preheating on the wings. Now, you know, I dropped the ball on that. My bad, I should have already had it. But, you know, like doing the steak, the chicken, the boudin, broccoli cheese casserole. I'm trying to give y'all everything all in one, you know, because it's been a while again. My apologies. So, you know, I plan on, and I'm going to be doing some more videos. I know a lot of subscribers want to know how to actually edit videos. So that's going to be one of the next videos coming up very soon. Because I know a lot of you guys want to know how to do that. So that's important. So I haven't forgot about y'all, all right? All right, you guys. So the rice is done. As I said, you can see where it says it's warm. It popped up. The button popped and everything. So let's go ahead and open that up and look at that. Look at that, y'all. You see the steam, the smoke cooked to perfection. So now that we got that rice cooked to perfection, I'm gonna grab it, put it in a bowl. So very important what you guys want to do, just so it can have consistency in terms of texture. So it'll be globbled up in one area. You want to do maybe like 2 spoons at a time, and then pour a little cheese on there. All right. So that's a good amount. You want to add a little broccoli in there too. So you want to add about half the bag on this first go around. Then we want to go ahead and mix up what we have. Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like right there. That's what it's supposed to look like. Get us another spoonful. All right, pour a little bit more. Boudin right there is calling our name. So we're gonna go check that out, all right? And the kind that I got this time, I think it's a Creole kind, Cajun style boudin. So that's pretty good, you know. Let me finish whipping in the kitchen. All right, so now that we got a good consistent flow on this one, we can go ahead and put this in the pan, and then we're gonna repeat what we were doing on the other steps, all right? All right, so very important, you don't want it sticking, so you wanna spray it first, all right? So now we got the spray. Go ahead and get the layer it out. Oh yeah. So go ahead and spread that out nice and even. All right, so now we're going back into the rice. Going back into the bag, y'all. Do this 2 more times, guys. So I'm gonna pour half of what I have in here. All right. Then with the broccoli. Mix. I hope y'all learned something today. So, give them 2 more scoops, and whatever the excess of it is, we're just gonna let it be. So let's go ahead and add this last layer of our sauce mix. All right, got all of that. Sorry, I'm gonna have to taste this before it even get done. It's smelling too good. So spread that nice and even. Oh yeah, y'all see that cream of mushroom? All right, now that we got it nice and even, let me get a little taste, y'all. Yeah, it's good. Okay. So, just gonna spread a layer of the sharp cheddar on the top. If you like cheese, you know, you can't really hurt anything. Can't go wrong. All right, guys, so since I had to preheat the oven to 400 degrees for the wings, we're just gonna put that in for, we're gonna look at it, you know, check it out after 10 minutes and see if it's layered how it's supposed to, if the cheese melted like it was supposed to, and giving it that look. So let's go ahead and do that. I like the habit of having gloves on when things are preheated. I ain't trying to bump my hand. So I'm gonna turn it in this way just because I'm gonna put my put the wings in right now too, since it's that time. So let's go put the meat both on the bottom layer. And as the cooking showings go, set it and forget it. So, no, seriously, make sure you know, keep your eye on it for a good 40-45 minutes in terms of the wings, and 10 minutes for the broccoli cheese casserole. And now we're about to check on that boudin over here. So let's see what we're looking like. Oh yeah, check that out. That was perfect. So what we'll do, let's throw some of these. Let's throw them on this cooling rack and see what we have. All right, so let's go ahead and put these on the cooling rack and see what we have here. Let's see. I'm gonna cut into one of these and see if it do what it needed to do. That's a good boudin. It's a nice little Creole boudin. You see that? Yeah, it's good. It's perfect. Oh. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a good little mix, you know. Never really had the steak and the boudin. All right, y'all, so it's been 10 minutes. So what I'm gonna do, see it's melting good. Put a spoon just to really see how it's feeling. Just the right texture in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out, guys. All right, so look at that, like the restaurants. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, In between these breaks, I've been sampling on the steaks. I don't know. Between that steak and that boudin, I don't know, man. So it's actually been about an hour and 30 minutes for the chicken wings. So let's go ahead and check on it. It should be done. It should have that nice caramel look. Oh my goodness, what do y'all think about this? Oh yeah, let's get it up here. That's what it's supposed to look like. Keep in mind, I was flipping it every 20 minutes or so. I was flipping it to make sure that it was cooking evenly. And I kept coating it with the sauce that was in there too, to keep it nice and moist. So it's gonna be really, really good. Y'all let me know, leave it in a comment below whenever you guys tried any of those recipes. Let me know what you think. Let me know if y'all want me to do more cooking videos, and I'll definitely hook something else. Like, I have a lot of recipes, you know, so that's gonna be one of the outlets that I use. Is therapeutic is actually cooking, you know, amongst other things too. Thinking about maybe when the weather gets warm again, which is probably gonna be right around the corner. Probably get some jet skis. Really like, you know, being on the water in that way. So other than the boat and everything, you know, I'm gonna buy two jet skis too. So I like to go to, in Austin, you have Lake Travis, Horseshoe Bay. Those are two places I like to go. And they have jet skis you can rent, but you know, it's nothing like your own. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase those because they have Summerwood. There's a lot of different, you know, Westlake Houston. So there's a lot of places that you can go other than Galveston and Kemah that you can have the jet skis out. So that's gonna be another thing I do for therapy. Because I like my motorcycles too, but I ended up selling my motorcycle because it got a little dangerous. All right, so that's gonna conclude the video. This was a lot of work, more work than I thought, so we can kind of look over everything. You can see those steaks are just still ready. You know, the boudin, you know, with the Creole flavor in there, that's ready. The broccoli cheese casserole, and these wings, man, these wings with the brown sugar, the soy, all the flavors in there. It's like really, really amazing. So simple, but yet so flavorful. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And hope you guys have a blessed day, and more videos will be coming soon. And again, the next video is probably gonna be at some point really, really soon, like how to do the editing, because I've been getting that a lot. And I don't wanna leave you guys, you know, high and dry on that. So, all right, till next time, catch you later.